Hey everyone, come on in and cook with me. Tonight we are making a stuffed salmon with spinach, and we're going to top it with a Creole shrimp. So here we have a whipped cream cheese. This here is a cheese blend with Italian cheese. It has provolone, assaggio cheese, and a vegan feta cheese mixed in there, if you can see it. I have already chopped and prepared some spinach. It's organic spinach leaves. And we have our shrimp that are already steamed, peeled, and cleaned. And we have asparagus on the side. So, first off, if you haven't done yours already, you want to start by splitting your salmon in half. You don't have to go all the way through, just enough you can get your stuffing inside of there. So, to start our filling, we're going to take the whipped cream cheese. We are going to add in our assaggio and Italian cheese mix. Just dump all of it in there. Start a little bit. Cheese is mixed in already. Next, I want to add in the chopped spinach. I don't think I'll be using all of this. I may have chopped too much, but use as much as you like. Missing one there. It'd be easier if I use my fork. Set that there for now. So you're going to mix all of this in. Okay, once you have your mixture all mixed up, I like to add a little bit of garlic powder to my cream cheese mixture. I did not measure. You just put as much as you like in there. Just mix that up. Just a little. Okay, the mixture is ready to stuff the salmon. So I'm just going to peel this back. It's okay if it comes apart a little. Take my mixture and just put as much as you can in there. You don't want to overstuff it, because what you'll run into is it'll start to seep out the sides as it's cooking. Just put enough. That looks maybe a little bit more. And we will fold it over. Oh, lost a piece. It's okay if it doesn't close. Get as close as you can. So now you want to season your salmon. I am going to be using Tony's Creole seasoning. A few sprinkles of that. Some ground black pepper. Paprika. This is a smoked paprika. Garlic powder. I like to use a lot of that. I love garlic. And some basil. This is dried basil. Dried oregano. And just a dash of pink Himalayan salt. Okay. Okay, so you're going to take your baking pan. Put a little bit of avocado oil in there. You can use avocado oil or grapeseed oil, olive oil. I try to stay away from canola and any vegetable oils. Okay, put that in there. That. And I also want to put a little bit of butter. I use Earth Balance soy-free vegan butter. And you want to cover it up and cook it on 385 for about 15-20 minutes. You also want to add just a little bit of water at the bottom of your pan. It'll help to steam your salmon and help it to not burn the bottom skin while it's cooking. And that's that. Okay, now we are going to prepare our shrimp and the asparagus while we wait for the salmon to cook. For the shrimp, I'm going to use a little bit of avocado oil again. Pour that on there. We're also going to put a little bit in the pan. For my seasonings, I will be using Old Bay. Again, I don't do measurements. I eyeball everything. Kind of getting used to it. I'm going to use a little Creole seasoning. Don't want to use too much of that because it tends to be a little bit salty. A little bit of ground black pepper, garlic powder, And I like to put a little basil. I do not add salt to the shrimp because the Old Bay seasoning and the Creole seasoning has salt in it, so then it'll make it too salty. So just stir it up to try to make the seasonings a little even on the shrimp. It's coated everywhere. Then I'm going to pan sear these until they're just a little seared on each side. Since they were already pre-cooked, I steamed them first. They don't need to cook long, just making the cooking time a little bit faster. All right, so I'll sit these in here. Turn up my heat just a little bit. Pan was already preheated. Okay, next, while our shrimp are cooking, we are going to start on our asparagus. I've already added some avocado oil to the preheated pan. And maybe I need to turn it down just a tad bit so we don't burn it. So I don't like to cook these too long because I don't want them to get mushy. Just a little soft with a light crunch. There it goes to my pan. Okay, so for my asparagus, I don't like to use too many seasonings. I do garlic powder, ground black pepper, and a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. That's it. These really don't need to cook for too long. Just to get a little sear on them. Now, if it's cooked for a little while on high, you turn the heat all the way down just to keep them warm. And now to check on our shrimp. Flip our shrimp over. Don't want to overcook these either. Once I flip them over, I am going to add some butter in. Then turn off my heat and let them cook the rest of the way on the simmer. And I don't do measurements. You feel you think is best. Make sure everything gets butter on it. About another minute or two, then I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to take out the asparagus. That is done. Not too soft, not overly cooked. And I'll turn off my shrimp now. That looks good. Okay, guys, so after your 15-20 minutes up, it's been about 15 minutes or so. You want to uncover your salmon. That is looking so good. And just take some of the liquid, your butter liquid on the side. Just rehydrate the top of your salmon. And you want to cook it for the next 5 to 6 minutes. Yeah, that looks good. It's almost there. You don't want it to be dried out. So make sure you get enough of that butter mixture on the top. And cook it for about 5 or 6 more minutes. And then it'll be all ready to come out. Okay, guys, our salmon is all done. Look at that. Yes. Can't wait to taste it. So we're going to plate it all up. Our salmon on our plate. Stuff there. There we go. All right. Try to pick it up so all of the filling doesn't fall out. Gotta be real quick. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of my shrimps sauce. Just top it. Top your salmon. All of that on there. Oh, lost one. All that sauce. Where all your herbs and your juices. The good seasonings are in there in that sauce. All the drippings. Just drizzle a little over top. If you want it to be fancy, you could be a little bit neater. It's just for me, so it doesn't matter. And lastly, I will add my asparagus to my plate. On the side there. And there you have it. Stuffed salmon topped with Cajun shrimp and asparagus. Let me know if you guys try and make it yourself. Tell me how it turns out in the comments. Hope you enjoyed it.